Hello, Leo, and welcome to. Okay, well, two cards fell out. We have books and healer. Whoa, whoa. Good Lord. I don't know what's going on with these cards right now, but they're falling. We have books and healer. A little research going on there. But welcome to your Life Purpose Oracle reading. This is something new that I'm doing. And I felt led to start it last night. But, I'm using my Doreen Virtue Life Purpose Oracle deck. And the intention here is to give you guys some insight into your life purpose and what direction you guys should go into, or just giving you some little puzzle pieces to the overall puzzle, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what it is that comes up for you guys. And you can apply this to whatever feels necessary. Of course, you can apply it to your North Node, to your 10th house, all that good stuff. But if you just resonate with the title of this reading, then I would definitely go with it if the messages in it resonate with you. And kind of going in, tuning into you guys' energy before I turned on the camera, the vibe that I kind of got was that of like teamwork, or the need for teamwork, because I kind of get the sense that almost like feeling a tad bit unfulfilled. So like whatever it is you guys are doing now, it's not really it's not fulfilling you on a soul level, you know what I mean? So I mean, it could be something as serious as you know, going into, like, having gone to school, gotten a degree, went into a whole profession, and kind of feeling like this isn't for you, or you know, maybe having, you know, worked your way up in a company, and now you're feeling a spiritual shift, and, you know, what was once relevant to you at one point in time isn't so much resonating anymore. It's kind of like the vibe that I got. So, Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance for my Leos, please, Spirit. First card that we have is Justice. Next, we have School. Somebody going back to school in criminal justice or teaching criminal justice books. Interesting. Next, we have Family. Interesting. Okay. We have Travel. And then we have Builder. Interesting. This is a lot of stuff. Okay. So first thing that I sense is advocate. Like an advocate for a group of people that are underrepresented. An example of this would be something, of course, a page out of my own life, would be like something I've been thinking about a lot lately is wanting to connect with attorneys to find a way to educate like attorneys and judges on like narcissistic abusive marriages and relationships, because a lot of times when women are married to men who are narcissistic and they get the whole narcissistic rage thing, when a woman wants to leave, they end up using the court system against them. So I feel like it's imperative to have someone who's advocating for these women by educating people in the justice system to know the signs of when you know, a former spouse is potentially, you know, having a paper trail of police reports or kind of twisting things around in their favor. You know what I mean? Because typically when women are coming, and I mean even the same thing for men as well, when a person's coming out of an abusive relationship, because you're kind of shell-shocked, you're less likely to be thinking rationally enough to like, oh, every time this person does this, let me get like a police report so I have a paper trail, because, you know, you're kind of traumatized. You know what I mean? So, I sense advocacy heavily with this Justice card. Some of my Leos, who are confused about what it is that they should be doing life purpose wise, I think it's because you're looking too much outside of the household. And I think it's more or less like trying to find purpose or meaning in life, or trying to build your career. And I'm feeling like it's imperative to kind of look at home, because I think trying to find your purpose outside of the household hasn't been fruitful, because you playing your role as mom or dad or whatever, husband or wife, is going to give you a great deal of insight into your ultimate purpose. And it may be the reason why you haven't really found anything that's really resonating with you just yet. So that's for like my workaholic Leos. You know what I'm saying? And I do kind of get the vibe of like a jack of all trades as well. Like someone who's trying to figure it out, and you're doing like a gazillion different things that don't really match with each other, Then another group of people, maybe criminal justice majors or in law school. You're on the right path with that. I also see publishing, starting a magazine. What am I seeing? I think that is like an editor, like an editor for a magazine, and not for someone else's magazine, like you starting a magazine. Yeah, it's like you starting a magazine. I see a fitness book too. I see fitness trainer. I see a lot of stuff. Hopefully this is it. And then technology. So telecommunications, technology. Some of you may be getting a job doing telecommunications. I do feel heavily that this is someone, if you have been feeling unrest about certain things that you've been seeing occur in the criminal, like say if you watched a documentary about like incarceration rates or something of the sort, and you were like infuriated by that, and you're like thinking, what can I do? I do feel some of you being called to go to law school. Wow, I see so much stuff in here. This is interesting. I feel really some type of way of this is a one particular person, because like I felt someone who's like a jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? But it's like and if this is a person, for one of you, like if you have a family and you feel like you're being a jack of all trades, I feel like either your spouse or your kids are gonna hold this missing link that you're looking for, to show you how, like, the vehicle to either integrate all of the things that you're doing, or to show you what particular facet that you're going into. And then if it's a person that doesn't have kids, it's more or less needing, and I know, like, of course you haven't decided yet because you don't know, but it's more or less like, and I feel like this is a younger person, it's almost like, okay, how can I put this? If this is a younger person, I feel like if you're like say if you're a part of a family, like say everybody in your family is attorneys, and you're in school for that, it's like you're not feeling that. But I feel what it is that's going to give you insight, like if you're like a single young person, Leo, and I mean young, like not like teenager, but I mean you could be in your 20s or something, but I feel like you kind of getting away and maybe taking a mini vacation is going to give you one of those good old vacay epiphanies that's going to give you insight and clarity into your vision. Because I feel like you're putting too much pressure on yourself of trying to figure it out. And I'm more or less feeling the vibe that right now it's okay to not know. You know what I mean? Because it's like a lot of times when we pressure ourselves to manifest something, like that creates resistance, and it makes it even more ever elusive for us. You know what I mean? So there's a level of balance that that you need to find. But I feel like for my single Leo people who are like younger, you're like, you need to get away from your family to figure that out. So I feel like your vision is going to get clear when you distance yourself from your family, and it doesn't have to be like cutting your family off. But I'm saying just taking a vacation, even if you like do a little mini road trip on a weekend or something like that, that's something that may be helpful, because I feel like it's a lot of influence, or it's almost like a legacy type of thing. Like people are trying to tell you what they think you should do. And you don't really know, but I feel the urgency to tell you that it's okay for you to not know. Like, you don't have to know. You know what I mean? But I do feel like you guys taking like a mini vacation is going to be helpful in helping you to know what it is you need to do going forward. For my people who are fitness trainers, if you're working like at a gym, I think it's time for you to kind of branch out on your own. And I'm more or less seeing this as making it into like a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even if you're like say if you help your friends work out or something like that. The thing that, like, if you're not a certified trainer, I would say with the school card, most certainly look into getting certified. But I do see that there's a lot you guys can do with this. Even, this is pretty freaking dope. If you do training, look into training families. You know what I mean? Like a mommy and me class, or daddy and me class, or like mom, dad, kids kind of fitness circle type of deal. Because I really don't know a trainer that does that, but I know a lot of like stay-at-home moms and stuff would probably, you know, think that that's pretty gangster. But, and maybe even like a fitness magazine. I see a lot of stuff for Leos. I don't think I've seen this much stuff for anyone. But I see, like, for those of you who kind of do this little niche thing where it's like family-friendly training, you know what I mean? To where it's like a whole family affair. Or if, like I said, if you're a person where you're not certified, I would say look into it. But I do feel like opportunities for travel, as well as like different publishing opportunities, are going to expand from you pursuing this training, right? For others of you, this feels very academic. So if it's someone, like, say if you've already gotten a degree, so maybe if you have, I don't know, like your JD, or even if you have your bachelor's in criminal justice, or a master's in criminal justice or something of the sort, to look into like an adjunct position. You know what I mean? Look into an adjunct position, or maybe even teaching at a community college. And I feel like whatever it is that you've been researching, you need to start seriously thinking about publishing articles, because I have a heavy academic vibe with this first row. So if there's something you've been researching heavily, it's time for you to write a book on that. And I do feel with this, whatever it is that you're researching, I don't know, it's like a new perspective, or a fresh look. So it's like if you're doing like a meta-analysis, it's going to be like a fresh look at old data that may open up to get you a professor position. And it's going to kind of open the door for you future-wise. As far as like say if you're just, I don't know, if you're kind of at an impasse in your career, I just feel if you really feel compelled to publish something in alignment with what it is that you guys have been working on, I do feel like this is going to be an open door for you. And I don't want to get all up into your theory and stuff, but I'm feeling like it's something generational. I don't know anything about criminal justice. I'm always real about these areas I don't know nothing about. But I don't know, it's something like transgenerational. Or something, what is the word? It's like a sociology word. It's like, or maybe social psychology. It could be that too. Something where there's an intertwinement between sociological constructs, the justice system, and maybe social psychology theories or something of the sort is what you're researching or trying to publish on. I know this is hella specific, y'all. I don't know what y'all Leos doing. Y'all got a lot going on. Very And these are very like grounded kind of careers. They're very they're very these, and I think this is probably because I think all of the readings that I've done up to this point, it's been very like spiritual kind of businesses, but this is like a very grounded career path. And then I just heard video game design. So and I don't know if this is a girl or a guy, but if you've had this idea for like a really dope kind of video game or something of the sort, and I can tell you a really good school to go to, Full Sail University. They have a really great video game design program. But yeah, I see that. Yeah. So, and if this is so interesting. So there's somebody out there who did not know that there's a degree program and that there is in video game design. Pursue it. Check out Full Sail's program. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, this is probably the most grounded reading that I think I have done so far. This is a lot of different stuff. God forbid if this is one person. If this is one person, I am so sorry because there is so much, and I'm going to pull 3 cards just in case. We have music, yet another one, even better. Thank you, Leos. Body work. Come on, Leos. Why are you making my life so complicated? Time to decide. How do they decide, Spirit, if they have all of this going on? Oh my goodness. Music says your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Body work says your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Well, that is our confirmation for our exercise training, people. And time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Well, thank you, Spirit. That's helpful. So, I think that I'm connecting with a lot of Leos in the event that this is a person, man, if this whole family training person, if you incorporate, wow, that's actually a really good idea. If you incorporate body work and like family into fitness training, and you incorporate like music therapy, so kind of like, I don't know, like a meditation kind of thing with music, like, you know, the healing sounds and all that good stuff, that would be pretty dope. But for those of you who do have a lot going on, because y'all, this is a lot. I got an academic person. I have a video game designer. I have a trainer. I have a criminal justice major, potentially someone in law school, someone who's already finished school who needs to publish some academic articles that's going to turn into books. I have a freaking magazine editor in this piece that may also be a fitness trainer. Maybe someone should be starting a travel blog as well. Maybe I'm connecting with a bunch of Leos, and me saying all of these random things is going to somehow ping on something. But if you are doing all of this stuff, yo, I don't even know. And then I'm even thinking, okay, what is that called? Those people who, physical therapists, is that? Like the people who work with sports teams? Man, this is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. But whatever the case may be, I'm just going to say it like this. These are a lot of different career paths that are coming up for Leos, okay? It's a lot of stuff. But the thing that I will say, and I do feel like these two are kind of connected too, with this music and healing body work as well. So that may be your whole little, singing bowl meditation type of deal. But what I can say overall, guys, is another meaning for this travel card that's right in the center of your reading means that there's going to be like a major shift in your career path coming up soon. But the thing that I can say that's going to make it easy for you guys to decide, like when this opportunity presents itself, is not necessarily saying, because even if you resonate with a lot of different options that I gave, there's only one of them where it makes your heart jump. Like, and that's what I feel like is going to help you guys decide, because I don't necessarily feel like I'm just talking to one person. I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of different people. But whichever one of these things kind of resonate with you, the key with all of this is to go in the direction of the thing that, like I always say, sets your soul on fire. So it's like the thing that just like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to do that, or the thing that you're extremely passionate about, right? So I feel like an opportunity is going to be coming soon where a shift is going to occur. So I more or less feel that this is something you guys would want to start meditating on. But this is a lot of stuff. And then, like I said, for my family person who's kind of may has tried all of these things and you haven't quite found your niche yet, your family holds the key of what it is that you're looking for. So I don't know if, because I mean, it happens sometimes if you overlook the role that you play in your family just because it's just the thing that we do every day. Looking at your family and seeing, and I don't even, like, I guess I could say that, like, I don't know, maybe if you started like a family vlog or something like that, but it's something that, of all the things that you've done, that when you look at your wife or husband or your kids, it's gonna click. Because I feel like it's something you're overlooking in your family. This is a Leo that has a family. It's like there's something that either you and your spouse are both into, or something you and your kids that are into, that could be like a business that started. But I feel like because you've been looking everywhere else except for in your house, you've been kind of overlooking it, and that's why you haven't found it. You know what I mean? But this is I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is a lot of stuff, Leo. I love y'all to death, but this is a lot of different stuff. So I have to be talking to a lot of different people, because I know at one point in my life I was a jack of all trades, but I don't think I ever was in law, publishing, family, fitness, travel, video game design, body work. I don't think that is one person that has all of that stuff going on. But I do feel like some of these things can be incorporated with each other. You know what I mean? And even like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Even like, like say if your family, like say if you play an instrument, your husband or wife plays an instrument, your kids play an instrument. I even see you guys being like one of those little family bands that like play at birthday parties and stuff like that. Y'all, this is a lot of stuff. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I keep looking, I'm gonna see more stuff. I even see flight attendant now. She's bananas. And for some of you guys, in order for career paths that you're already settled in, say if you're not making the money that you want, some of you guys do need to move to a different city. Whoa. Break the chain. Interesting. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Whoa. So for some of you guys, and I feel like this might be with the family person. I feel like the reason why you might need to look back at your family, because I'm getting the vibe of somebody who may have had a parent that worked a lot, right? And your parent wasn't necessarily available to you as a kid, and you're not really seeing that you're doing the same thing that your parent did. You're not really making the connection. And I feel like, and it's almost like spirit that's creating this block to get you to see that. Because when you look back at your family, and it's like that's gonna click, and that's when things are gonna kind of open up for you. Because and then I also feel a fear of commitment, and not in a relationship sense. I mean, it could be manifesting in a relationship sense, but I feel like part of the reason why you guys are kind of straddling the fence is because it's a fear of like settling down, because you may be a person who jumps from one thing to the next because you're afraid of putting your feet down. And that may also be something that, like a parent did or something of the sort. So it's almost kind of like self-sabotage in a sense, where, you're kind of moving around to different cities, or, you know what I mean? Like, trying different jobs and things of the sort, just because, I don't know, it's like a fear of keeping still. And And I mean, not implying that you're supposed to keep still, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with moving around. It's like, I'm just kind of feeling like with this person, this is like a defense mechanism, because it's almost like if you think about like a kid whose parents are like in the military and like they move around a lot. So after like some time, they really don't build deep relationships with people because they don't know how long they're going to be there. It's like, I feel, so I don't know if you were a military kid, you moved around a lot as a kid, and that's something you just bought into your adulthood, but it's like, it's that same essence that you're kind of replicating, and Spirit is kind of with your time to decide. It's like, it's time for you guys to like actually make a decision and put your feet down and start putting down roots. And, you know, building a strong foundation for your future going forward, you know? But it's like, I feel that sense of like, there needs to be depth, because it's like, you're doing something, but it's not like your thing. And I feel like for some of you guys, there's a need for like going deeper to what it is that your heart truly desires. And we have soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Teamwork. Yes. I was so legit feeling that. It's like a thing of wanting, it's like trying to figure stuff out on your own, and there's people around you that can help you to like kind of make sense of what it is that you're dealing with. But I think it's like feeling like, oh no, I don't need help. Wow. Okay. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? What are you afraid of, Leo? What are you clinging on to? What is it that you guys don't want to release? The chain needs to be broken, and you guys need assistance from those that are around you. Because I think, oh, and trust your path. I really didn't mean to pick all these cards for y'all. It feels right, dagnabbit. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So I don't know. It's almost like a thing. And that may be another reason why I was telling you guys to look back at your family, because it's almost like you're feeling like you have to do this by yourself, and you don't. Because there's people around you who are willing to help you out, to give you guys some clarity. And I don't know why I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of Leos, but I do feel like I'm talking to a bunch of Leos. This could not possibly be one person. But that's the thing, guys. I really do feel like you do need to trust your fast. You need to trust your path. You need to be comfortable. For those of you who don't know, you have to be comfortable with not knowing, because that's totally okay. You are going to know what it is you're supposed to do in due time. Don't allow your family to force you into, you know, doing something that they feel is right for them if that's not in alignment with your spirit. Like if you don't feel like that's your calling, like the person I'm talking about, that's funny. The bottom of the deck, they have the priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? But, yeah, I do kind of feel like there's my younger Leo people are being kind of called to deviate from what the expectation in the family is. And, it's more or less like breaking this chain of, and not saying that it's toxic, because I mean, if you come from a family of attorneys, it's not like a family of attorneys, it's toxic, but it's just like breaking the chain from this block that it's creating for you, because you don't have to do anything other than what it is that you feel your soul is called to doing. And with some of you guys, I feel like a lot of the confusion is coming from you guys holding on to something that no longer serves you. So, but I do feel like, you know, trusting that regardless of whichever one of these you resonate with, you're on the right path and things are going to make sense as you go along. Still being kind of comfortable with the confusion. Some of you guys, it's going to be helpful to travel to just kind of get away to clear your head. Others of you need to tune back into your family, and then others of you is reaching out to your soul family. So people that have been put into your life, it's like a surrogate family almost, and you know, share with them what it is that you're struggling with, and they may have insight that you guys are looking for. So I hope that this resonated, Leo. I know this was like all over the place, and I hope and pray that this is not like one person. Oh, and at the bottom of your deck, talk to your angels. That could be helpful. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. That could be helpful. You know, talk to spirit, man. Talk to your angels or whatever it is that you believe in. But I hope that this was helpful, y'all. This was like This is probably the most down to earth reading that I have done at this point. To say that you guys are like my little fire signs, this is like the most down to earth one that I've done so far, but it's a lot of options. So you guys let me know in the comments if this resonated or what you guys think about it, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Deuces.